Hello, I'm Giles Halling, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about matching food and champagne. So if you're someone who believes that champagne can only be served as an aperitif before the real meal arrives, then this video will help you. For most people, champagne is a wine that you serve as an aperitif before a meal, not during a meal. Now, that's an odd thing when you stop to think about it, because after all, champagne is just a white wine that has bubbles in it. And because of the many different types and styles available, there's a champagne to go with just about every type of dish or cuisine you care to mention, except perhaps for a steak or a joint of beef. In the 17 years I spent living and working in the Champagne region, I discovered that serving champagne throughout a meal is not only the thing to do, but it makes for a fabulous occasion well worth trying yourself. Did you know, for example, that white wine goes better than red with most cheeses? And that applies to champagne too. Or that 100 years ago or more, champagne used to be served at the end of a meal, not before. That's because back then, champagne was sweeter than it is now. But sweeter champagne is still available these days, and it goes wonderfully well with a whole host of desserts. What about rosé champagne with duck, pigeon, or even lamb? The acidity in champagne is a perfect balance to the fattiness of the meat. And if you've never tried champagne with lighter meats such as chicken and turkey, then you've missed out on a real treat. You'd be amazed at what a good combination it is. You probably wouldn't think twice about serving a white wine with fish, so why not consider champagne as an exciting alternative? If all this is new to you, you may be intrigued, but you may not know where to begin. That's why I've created The World of Food and Champagne, concise and easy to follow guide that gives you the golden rules for matching champagne with food, including many tips and ideas that you've probably never thought of. It's all based on what I experienced and tasted when I worked for the biggest champagne brand of them all, where they have not one fully staffed gourmet kitchen, but two, in order to prepare sumptuous lunches and dinners for their private guests. So if you'd like to discover the secrets of these top-class chefs and gain the confidence and knowledge to create your own amazing meals that your guests will be talking about long after the last glass is empty and the last plate cleared away, then you'll find it all in The World of Food and Champagne. And don't worry, you don't need an army of kitchen staff, and you don't need to be a trained chef. Everything you need to get started is in The World of Food and Champagne. As well as explaining the broad principles of matching food and champagne, the guide includes very practical tips in the form of a grid that will show you which sauces, vegetables, meat, herbs and cheeses go with which type of champagne. The guide is yours for just $7.99, and you can get your downloadable copy now by clicking on the link. Your taste buds and your guests will thank you for it. Click on the link below and I'll see you there.